One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. The Aztecs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So USF's offense is on the field for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance, just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll go to the ground. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Connection to the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Lost a throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it's good from 58 yards out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And here's the return. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So San Diego State's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Scanning the field, it's Vic. And the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead is 6 in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab down the middle. There he goes. Inside the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, San Diego State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Marshall was anything but dominant, but the Thundering Herd are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Bowl.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And the Bulls are marching down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This time they'll go to the running game. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8 yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. He'll set up to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Vic. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 6th play of the drive coming up. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense set for a 1st down play. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the grab on the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The give on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. That is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. To throw, it's Vic. Back open in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. They'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Aztecs with the 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Vic. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the holder will put it down on the left hash. A 34-yard attempt coming. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and get me positive yards most of the time.
Fires on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Vic. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense. And what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Vick. They're working that left side. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Aztecs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it just in time. So no dice on 3rd down, and they'll punt it away on 4th.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That last completion still leaving them with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Jackson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They'll run play action. This time on target. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Power football with the run. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. And the Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Absolutely perfect. And they've regained the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Vic. Got his man quickly. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 36, they've got a first down. It's reverse. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Aztecs are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
The lone back's got it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the ground with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Turning it on! All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. The give from the gun.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll keep it himself. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Vic. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And the Aztecs decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
You just got to have better concentration through the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get two hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And first down for the offense.
Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give as they work on that clock. There he goes. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to... See if he needs that timeout later. The Bulls will try to punch it in on first and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, USF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The give. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
South Florida, 25. San Diego
Bringing it back.
13.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Vic. Finds his big tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The hurry up now. Second down, clock ticking.
Second down coming up.
Looking to throw, it's Vick. He's got his man. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Trying to barrel in. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. And the Aztecs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. Just threw that one way too far. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
You get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.